Greetings, I am CrossKnights, and this is the early access version of Rogue Legacy 2. This game came out on the 18th, just a few days ago. I only found out about it because I was streaming, and I forgot to turn off the, other people are playing a game on your Steam thing, and it popped up and it said, someone's playing Rogue Legacy 2. And I said, because I had no idea they were even making Rogue Legacy 2. But yes, if you want to look at the first Rogue Legacy, I never beat it, but it's actually one of the first things. Oh, there it is again. You see? I gotta turn that Steam thing off. But maybe not, because then I won't know that Rogue Legacy 2 exists. But yeah, it is in very early access. I'm not telling you to rush out and buy it, because there isn't that much content right now, but they're gonna majorly update it. I just wanted to support Cellar Door, because they are one of those Flash game creators that went on to make more fully fleshed out games. You know, like pillars of the early indie game community, and I like to support that. Plus, I really like the first Rogue Legacy, so even though I never beat the first Rogue Legacy on video, I did beat it on stream. I'm sure those streams exist somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, let's rock this. I'm probably just gonna do one. I don't think this is going to be a situation like with Hades, where I just do it every patch. I think I'm just going to do one video to show off the game. Probably going to play for about 30 minutes. So, I'm looking at my clock, and we'll do that. So, start new legacy. The time has passed, and they have not returned. I don't know what that word is, insuaries have decayed. The kingdom demands deliverance. Sign the contract, and your children shall succeed you. Whoa. Once you cast off, there is no turning back. So it is just like the first game. You play as a person, and when you die, you play as their child. But right now, I'm this guy. What guy, you ask? I am, in fact, Sir Kenny! I'm Cube. Alright, I'm sure things will go great for you, Cube. So, first part is like basic tutorial stuff. You gotta hold the button to jump higher. You can also jump like this if there's like spikes above you. And there is a book. Book is where you get the stories. Just like the first game, very confusing story. I'm sure it'll all make sense at the end, but there's definitely a lot that's unknown right now. We managed to cross the waters undiscovered. A few guards patrolled the west wall, but we were able to move them without raising a signal. At sundown, we'll start ascending the wall. Provisions should be waiting for us at the top. Jay. Who is Jay? Who knows? Not me. Whee! So you attack to open doors, you attack to destroy objects, and you attack to attack things. Dodge. I'm a better swordman. And money is used for upgrading your characters. Not just equipment, but just like flat-out upgrades that'll affect you and all of your offspring. We bunkered here for the past few days as Z and her spies prepare the west wall. They've rigged the trap doors ahead so we will able to open them. Tonight we make our move. There are heavier patrols ahead, but with all the fighting at the bridge, there should be no time for reinforcements. So there's a lot of letters back and forth between J and Z. I don't know exactly who they are or what their purpose is. They seem to be assaulting a kingdom. Now here's another facet. This was not in the original game. There's a spin kick. You can use this to kick off of enemies and also get to new heights. You can do it either by hitting L1, which I tend to do if I'm, unless I'm in a Shovel Knight type move, you can just hit down and attack too, and then it's just like Shovel Knight. Just with his pogo attack. The driving bell cables needed to pursue the ramp, blah blah blah. Our scouts is whatever. Looks like we have to get creative on this one. Oh my god, some arrows certainly were shot this direction. but blocked by what looks like to be a table. And this thing warps you from one point to another. It's used in certain puzzles. It's used to do a puzzle usually and then get back without having to traverse the puzzle. Alright, shortly after taking damage, hit jump for an aerial recovery. Good. And there are some times where you can't get to a place without doing that, as far as I know. At least at the beginning. I think later on you get upgrades where you can get to everywhere. Looks like I underestimated Z and her charisma again. Below me, I can see a handful of misfits that have joined our ranks. When did so many rebels join? From here, it seems like an endless sea. This was supposed to be a suicide mission meant for only a few. She unknowingly riled these souls up to a lost cause. And my mistakes keep on growing. Hut. This is it. End of the line. Below us, there's a trick door that can only be opened by magic. Z should be able to lead us straight through to the... I really don't know what this word is. But it appears to be the rulers of this kingdom. It's like unshrewberries. I've never heard of that word before, but they're acting like it's a word I should just know as opposed to some fantasy word. I'll look it up later. I should have looked up before recording this, but... So this is it. Tonight we live and die with our sins committed. Now that might actually be the last letter from J. J might in fact die. The rest might be from Z. Now there are certain hidden walls that can be opened with spells or talents. However, my talent right now is to hold a shield. I don't think that's gonna do anything. Spinny kick. And now we are past the tutorial part. We are now on to the main game. And now this is just like the regular Rogue Legacy. Go through, discovering different rooms, kill enemies, get money, and when you die, come back as your child. I'm pretty bad at the game, but at least now I've practiced enough that maybe I'll do a little bit okay. We'll see. There is only one biome currently. There's going to be at least 4, I'm sure. I mean, you actually can see a farther down biome that's like a snow place, but before you go to it, there's a message from the game developers basically saying it's not done, and this isn't even the second biome, it's like the 3rd. So it's going to be very hard if you proceed. I went in there and died by the first enemy, so I didn't get to see much of it, but I don't know if I'll be showing it this video. This really is just a basic thing. So when you start out, you're basically a treasure hunter. You just want to get as much money as you can. You're probably not going to be fighting any boss. That's fine. Get treasure, look for chests, live as long as you can, slay as many as you can. Now, this is a stage where I will get a fairy chest, which will give me equipment or a rune to give me different boosts that way. But I can only get it if I get all the way over here and kill all of the enemies without getting hit even once. If I get hit once, that chest will turn into a puddle on the ground. So, I want to be careful here. I like the fireball spell because it actually lights them on fire. It does continual damage after the initial hit. Of course, it only does 15 damage with its first hit, so that's not a lot, but... every time you hit an enemy, you get back magic. You can see each time I hit them, like, blue stuff goes towards me, and then you can cast more magic. This stuff is weird spikes that are everywhere. Hit them with anything and they will disappear. Don't step on them. They will hurt your face. And your legs. And I have done it. Now, this is one of those you don't have to walk all the way back things. Fairy chest acquired. And I now have my first rune stone. This will, if I equip this, which I have to buy it, or rather, I have it. I think I have to pay for it to be infused to my body. Also, I'm doing way better this time with my first guy than the first time I played. But I'm down to like a 3rd health. And recovery is usually hard to come by. These platforms disappear when you jump off of them. You can jump on them and walk around all you want. Just be prepared when you jump off. Issues. Yeah. Okay. Oh god. How am I gonna dodge that? I'm not! Hut! Missed. One more hit and I will likely die, but at least I get another treasure chest. That is equipment, a leather cape. Leather is the crappiest armor you can have, but it's better than whatever I'm wearing. Probably imaginary capes. I don't know, it looks like metal. Cardboard with duct tape. We're just gonna assume that duct tape was developed in this weird medieval society. I think that's fine to assume, because what could be worse than leather? Here. Alright, these guys, nope. Ugh. Yeah, I knew their arc. That was gonna be hard to dodge if I wasn't proactive. So much fire. Oh, the main thing that's changed, though, is the graphical increase is awesome. Before, it was a very pixelated style. Now it's, like, fully rendered, drawn things. It's cool. I did like the way the other game looked fine, but this is nice. I don't know if it's an improvement. It might be a lateral move. I'm sure there are people that'll appreciate that didn't grow up with, like, the pixel art like, you know, I did. Probably appreciate this far more. Again, shocked I'm still alive, he said right before getting hit by a bone. Alright. Those bones usually hit me. They always have an arc that I don't quite expect. And those guys, their fire is annoying, but at least it's blocked by, like, all walls. Woo! Yeah, I got 600 gold on my first guy. This is great. Alright, well, this is where I probably die, because now I know what's coming. This room is very specific to the first biome, and it's how you get your first weird tome thing. Here. But if I could get it with my first character, wouldn't that be beautiful? The answer is yes, in case you were wondering. Boy, oh boy, look what we have here! Another spirit come home to roost. You seeking my power too, right? Well, let me tell you something, kiddo. I see all. Beyond lies, beyond ego, beyond time, I see the apex of emotions, where truth is laid bare. And you know what I see when I look at you? I see a scared little kiddo with snot coming out their nose and poop coming out your butt. Kiddo, you're ugly on the outside and on the ins. Huh. Interesting. How many people you got inside there, kiddo? 'Cause you ain't no normal soul, that's for sure. Well, I don't know what game you're playing, but I won't stop you from taking my challenge. Joining you looks like it could be fun. A word of advice, kiddo. A word of advice, kiddo. I have the power of empathy. Use it well to pass the trials. Listen to those who have fallen before you. Learn from the failures of others, and maybe, just maybe, you'll have a chance. Alright, you get healed when you do these challenges, but then you have to do the damn challenge. Insight discovered. Inner demons. Now, you can look at your insights here. This one, Inner Demons, complete Aesop's challenge. Prove your worth and gain the power of empathy. I have to say, that spirit did not seem very empathetic to me. He seemed like a jerk, so I don't know if I should listen. But this is the power. I didn't get this for a while, so if you click on one of these things before you get this power, it says you hear a bunch of voices but can't make anything out. But if you have the power of empathy... Lost again. Every path I've taken is wrong. All right, Demetrius, calm down. Remember the morals that your elders taught you. He who gives you two choices hides a third. So yeah, I could go down this way. Incorrect. That way, also failure. But the third choice, the hidden choice. Now, this will be kind of an advanced tutorial on, jumping on objects with your spinny kick. It is the only way to get up. And it can be a little bit hard, but... I've had so much practice that I can do that. Did you see my skill? Ugh, alright. Still a bit hard. Alright, but that was enough to get up there, but look how much damage I took already. I didn't expect to beat this the first time, but we'll see. I did beat it the first time just yesterday, so maybe I have enough experience to do it. Alright, gonna wait for that to go around again. If I was really cool, I could stay on it the whole way up, but I'm not really cool. Just kinda cool. Abibaba. I make new words like Abibaba. Meaning, whoa! There's a nightmare ahead. Elders said they're powerful nihilistic thoughts that have grown and festered. Violence begets violence. If I attack or cast a spell anywhere nearby, it'll wake up and retaliate. Stay calm, and it won't attack. So, if I attack at all, a bolt of fire will fire at me. Unfortunately for me, I have to open doors with attacks. So you just gotta keep on moving, in most cases. Spin kick... There, ran right into it. Spin kicks count as an attack. Oh, God. I got hit twice, but fortunately I was invincible during one of those. One can accomplish with kindness what force cannot. If I reach out to the nightmare ahead of me, perhaps I can calm it down. I have very little chance of succeeding here, by the way. I have almost no help. But if I hit RB, I can temporarily get rid of the spirit's influence. And attack unabated. Alright, so, get rid of you. Get rid of you. Oh, didn't get rid of you. That other one's gonna wake back up. Oh, crap. Woo! Damn it, bone hit me. One more hit and I'm dead from anything. Now, this is kind of a trick that I didn't get before. You don't want to actually fight these guys because you will be attacked back. Oh, I'm dead. Oh! I warped out right before I died. But yeah, you can just jump on the platforms and the spikes will do your job for you. And I died. I got pretty far. I was actually almost done. Also, there's different death animations now. That's the saddest one for me when he starts fading out of existence, because he, like, realizes what's happening, and then he dies. It's the most brutal one as far as I'm concerned. But whatever. Amazing run, if I do say so myself, and I just did. Now to pick one of my children. Now, a feature of the other game that was carried over to this one is that there are different traits. I'm just going to pick the one with the... Actually, no, that's a dumb trait. I know what vegan's going to do. I'm not going to be able to eat meat. I won't be able to heal myself. I'm going to choose by spell, then. We're going to choose Shockwave. So, Sir Kenny Jr. How did I get two Sir Kennys? That is ridiculous. Anyway, this is your family's house. First, we're going to get universal health. My recording bar is right over that. It's not healthcare, though. It says socialism at its worth. Traits now give gold modifiers. Basically, if someone has a trait that hurts them in life, you will gain more gold. So, that's how that is. So, like, dwarfism gives you plus 20. And then beneficial traits will give you a little bit less. I really can't see what that says. You can, but it says universal health something. But I know it's not healthcare. So now we have the Ranger class. There are different classes. I was talking about this with Taz, and we both agree the default class is the best class. And it was kind of like that in the first game, too. But, I really don't like Rangers. But this is a video where I'm showing features. When you buy a new class, you can switch to it immediately. Sir Kenny Jr. now knows the way of the Archer. Blacksmith. There's now a blacksmith in town. He can help me get better armor. Enchantress. She will affix runestones to me. Now we got this. This will increase my max rune capacity. Not going to get that yet because I can't even afford to have a rune attuned to me. It costs 500 if I remember. Maximum weight. Equipment weighs you down. If it weighs too much, you can't use it. So this will let me use more equipment. Health. Self-explanatory. More health. Now, these are two new classes. I'm not going to get them until I show this class. This allows me to save some of my money. What does that mean? Well, every time you go back into the castle, you lose all of your money. But with this, I can save a small portion to send to my ancestors. This, not even available yet. And this is what I'm talking about. This is very early. The game's only been out for a few days. So you can't even get all the abilities yet. And I think there's only one boss. So, armor. This will absorb some hits for you at the beginning. And let's get more health. Alright, building castles is tough. Labor costs rise with each upgrade, making each purchase slightly more expensive. Consider how to spend your money, but don't worry too much. Inflation can easily be overcome. So now everything's going to cost a little bit more. to increase my castle. By the way, you can see my castle. It actually exists now. My family before just had a plot of land, but thanks to Sir Kenny Sr., we're living large now. All right, so archery actually feels pretty good. Once you hold down you can't move. That instead becomes an aiming thing that you aim at your enemies. All rangers also gain an ability to create weird leaves that they can then have like a high vantage point and just start shooting people. Doesn't last forever, of course, but it lasts a little bit. This is the blacksmith. I need to find blueprints in order for him to sell me things. Because he has Hofrosaba. That is a trait, by the way, that I think you can get where you can't see the map. So, he can't just create things. I did find a blueprint. I can't afford it, however. But that would give me more health. Her, who's just talking about what a great tent I got her, and then immediately says, screw you, this is a terrible tent. As I mentioned, she'll put runestones on me. First one costs 500. That would have been all of my money. So we're just going to go back in here and die horribly. I succeed. You must first pay the fee. There goes all my money, except for 6. Small percentage shall go to my ancestors. Or opposite, descendants. My ancestors aren't spending a damn thing anymore. So, same deal. Well, that's not good. I gotta remember the aerial knockback. Alright. I can do this. Looked more intimidating than it was. Now, I mean, and so, like, having ranged has some benefits. But, I mean, it mainly has benefits against other ranged people. When you have things like this is harder. I have to, like, slowly and correctly aim against the guy that is charging at me. But that's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is, your health pool. It's like half what it is for a warrior. So, then when there's things that aren't dependent on fighting, for example, that hazard I just passed, it's gonna affect you a lot more than it's gonna affect a warrior. So, now, since I don't have the power of empathy, I hear thousands of whispers, but I can't make out a voice. I would get little clues and storylines if I was able to succeed that challenge I did before. That challenge is also going to be harder with an archer, I think. Again, less health. Mainly because of less health. Not because I have a bow and arrow. So, if I find that empathy tome again, I'm not going to do the challenge with this. I have less chance of succeeding. Let's just go. Let's get that money. I haven't been hit yet, which is awesome. But that shall not continue, I'm sure. Shockwave! Ooh! I don't even know if I've had this spell before. Oh, God. That guy's a more advanced version of the fire guys. Yeah, he's gonna shoot. Oh, my God. That's even worse than I thought it would be. Alright. Let's not let him do that again. Okay. Boom. Oh, God. Alright, yeah, I'm getting torn up now. Take this. Grab the money before we die, Sir Kenny Jr. I'm sorry that I made you an archer. Oh! Stabbed. If I was a different class, I would be at half health right now. I'm just saying. The default class is the best class. Now, it doesn't matter my class here because I'm going to change it. Well, I'm not going to be able to read, like, any of these terms, am I? Well, we'll get this. I don't even know what it is. But it's a disadvantage. So, now for Sir Benny! Oh my God, I love what's happening with these people. Just that there's a theme. There's Sir Lee. You don't even get to play as Sir Lee. He's just the father of the person you start out as. But alright, Sir Kenny Jr., and Sir Benny. This is amazing. I will pick you on name alone. So, oh God, can I even afford the new class? Thank God. Barbarian. Alright, don't let their bulky bodies and low IQ fool you. Barbarians are one of the most agile warriors in the kingdom. Armed with a powerful axe, barbarians are whirling wheels of death, and then more death. Now, they have a huge disadvantage of their regular attack having lag and stun. But that's fine, because they also have a really cool aerial attack and a cool ability. So, oh god. That's what that is. Is that glaucoma? Of course, that's an eye condition that eventually leads to blindness. Well, here's their aerial attack. It's great. It does only like a small portion of damage, but it hits frequently, and it's really good for certain aerial enemies. Also, you know those little spikes that you have to attack to get rid of? It's a lot easier. You just jump like this, the spikes are gone. You don't have to worry about them. Their ability is their Fa-Ram-Do that they had in the first game. It stuns all enemies. Very useful when you're in a really messed up situation. Also, they do a ton of damage with their hit, but hit! I'm gonna be hitting forward the entire time. That's the lag time. It is significant. You also can't really do the empathy quest with them easily, because when you attack and try to dodge, you will get hit. You just can't move after you attack fast enough to not get hit by that spirit, so... and even the jump attack, there's a small lag when you land. But Barbarian's my second favorite class. Partially because the most important thing is health, unfortunately. Let's see how we do, especially when I can't see what's in front of me. Oh god. That is actually a terrible advantage, or disadvantage. Terrible advantage. Look at this. 11 gold. I'm getting 10% more gold. What the... Rude! Alright, whatever. Alright, they didn't pull any weird tricks this time. This is probably going to lead to a treasure chest, and hopefully a fairy treasure chest. Oh. Because they're throwing a lot of stuff at Fa-Ram-Do! That's just a regular trick. Oh, no, it isn't! Alright, blueprints. Leather sword. Mm-hmm. When I think of good materials for swords, I definitely think leather. You would think they would start out with, like, a wooden sword? A leather sword. Is there something I don't know? Is there a fine tradition of leather swords? God, glaucoma sucks. I hope I don't get it in real life. There. I only started wearing glasses, like, a few years ago. And my vision has gotten so much worse since then. Like, it's worse than my mother's, and she's 77 years old. Or she's 78 now. She's old. She had me very late. But my eyes are, like, about as bad. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Ah! Hit them both. Couldn't do that with a sword. My eyes shouldn't be, like, almost as bad as hers, basically. Hers should be way worse. I guess that just means I got my bad vision from my father and not her. But hey. It's all a gambling game with these genes. in Rogue Legacy and in real life. I'm sure I got traits that... Actually, in fact, the vision is, like, the worst thing I got. And it's not even as bad as, like, my girlfriend's. Who was just, like, had to have glasses since she was a tiny child. So I can't even complain. I have a lot of friends that are balding. Like, I have all my hair. I barely have a widow's peak. I got pretty good traits. I got average height, 5'10". Apparently 5'10" is average for males in America. Yeah, I'm fine. This, by the way, leads to the second biome. You can't even get over here without a certain ability. If you do, there's a book that's a message from the developer saying, sorry, there's not a lot. It's not done. But you can try it. This is warping. Warping was also in the first game. You find these things, you don't need to activate them or touch them, just find the room, then it will be connected to all other warps that you found that run. I just figured it'd be easier to explore by going back. I don't know if that's the case. Whoa! Especially when that crap happens. But I want to try to go a different direction. Alright, I'm not going to fall for your tricks this time. There. Stop the spikes. Cool, and we found yet another warping thing. Ah! Bones! Boom. When you get a little bit stronger, you'll be able to, like, kill those guys with, like, one spinny dervish. But it's nice. It's a dodge and an attack. Almost boned me. Jeez, there's a lot of surprise spikes. I'm actually surprised I acted fast enough to deal with that. Oh, boned! Farem do! There. Also, you, like, only eat meat. So there are, like, healing things. What is my ability here? Oh, Blue Flame. Blue Burny Flame is my spell. I haven't even tried it. Farem do! Oh! I thought when they were paused they wouldn't hurt me. I was wrong. Now I'm dead. One more and we're gonna end this, because I was gonna play for about an hour and I've already, or half an hour and I've already hit that. I do like the new showing you what happened when you die, like going to each room. Before, I think they just showed you what you slayed. Alright, Sir Paul, Sir Gordon Ramses. Doesn't matter what class I pick, because I'm gonna change it to one of my least favorite ones. Muscle weakness. I think that means I won't hit people back as far. We're gonna get Puritan, because I don't know what that means. Also, most amazing spell. I'm sad that it's not, like, Sir Jenny, but... Sir Gordon, let's go. You are the final one of the video. I won't be making a video of this at least until the next update, if not later. Probably later. Mage class, don't like him. Yeah, so you get 2 spells, basically, and I think it's easier for you to get mana back, but... As I mentioned before, you have bad health, and that's really the only thing that sucks. Like, if you have bad health, you're gonna die, probably. If you have good health, so here's their thing. They have a staff attack, so they can hit people with their staff. But in reality, you want to stand away and use your fire, because that does more damage, and it's a ranged attack. Then, of course, 2 spells, so I have the Shock Beam like that other person, and Dragon Ball Z! One of the most ridiculous spells in the game. I'm also get back 3 times the mana from attacks. So I can more constantly use spells. That's what the class is. Now, is it worth the fact that I have the lowest health out of any class that I have so far? The answer is no. Being able to cast a giant beam of magic is not going to save me from accidentally falling on a spike like I keep on doing. So, if I was this class, I would have been, like, dead out of the gate, so... It sucks that... Oh, God. Alright, what is happening? Everything is lewd. So, this disadvantage is, there's sensor bars over everything. I don't know if that actually makes things harder. Certainly a bit annoying. That would have been so much easier to kill with a sword. Oh. I'm so sorry for the X-rated material I'm showing you here. Because that knife was not wearing any clothes. What a great spell. Just not necessarily functionality-wise, just that it exists. I love it. Alright, and we are... yeah, dead end room. I can't even hit this thing with my, I can't even hit it. I have to hit it with my like, this is actually hard, and it's shooting in my direction. Ugh. Terrible. Even the spike ball is naked. Weirdo. This is all in your head. Ugh. I had to run away from the axe. And that makes me... oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, I tried to use the super spell, but there's a charge-up time on it. Kamehame! Uh-oh. Stupid fireballs. And then even the staff attack isn't that powerful. So yeah, not a fan of this class. And it really is, like, there are some really good spells, though. If you get one of those, you're gonna do better. But... yeah, it's just everything's harder. One more hit already, by the way. We'll die. Uh-oh, there it is. And I bow out. I was slain by a mysterious force. Alright, and that, as they say, is that. Next time will be, Synesthesia. That has something to do with colors, I think. And Pacifist? 1 second, I have to see what the Pacifist trait is, because it gives 75% gold. I think I might not be able to attack people. Which, oh boy. Cannot attack or deal damage. Everything leaves behind... Oh, that's the other one. Everything leaves behind color. Well... Oh my god, and there's my synesthesia. Guys, I don't think we should have sent the pacifist into the murder dungeon where things are gonna murder her. Ooh, I can still attack. But maybe that doesn't deal damage. Yeah, it doesn't deal damage. These are friend kicks. In any case, I am CrossKnights. Thank you very much for watching. My suggestion, hold off on the game a little bit. But if you like what you saw, just know there is only one section of the dungeon up and only one boss. And the boss is a bit hard, but I got him down to half health the first time I fought him. He's beatable. But then I don't know what you're going to do. Just level up and then be over-leveled for the rest of the game. Maybe. Alright, if you want to see the Flash game made by Cellar Door, it's in my Flash game playlist. My Flash game playlist is now here. Or I just posted the actual villainous video. I might have done that. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.